What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Pokemon X Randomizer Egglocke. Previously, we took on the Pokeball Factory, which actually proved to be a lot more difficult than I would have anticipated, and that's surprising considering we were pretty over-leveled for the most part. I mean, for the last battle, we weren't that over-leveled, but this is kind of the thing that I was saying with this game, especially with the randomizer and making it to where, admins and all that have teams of 6. The admins that have names in Team Flare, they have their team of 6, but the admins who also don't have names in Team Flare will have teams of 6. So, us doing the... Wow. I wish we were playing a regular randomized Nuzlocke. Anyways, once we do the Team Flare event in Geosense Town and in Lumios, we are going to have just a wonderful time. There's going to be so many important battles back to back to back to back. And could you imagine, right? There was a time where the randomizer made it to where, so think of the double battle. If you watched the previous episode, then you would understand this. But think of the rival battle that you do. I want to say it's on Route 7, whatever route the Snorlax is on. After you clear the Snorlax from the path, think of that double battle with the rivals. There used to be a time where the randomizer made it to where that double battle had 12 Pokemon. Because the thing is that if you play your cards right or whatever, in some of the Pokemon games, you can have 12 total Pokemon for a double battle. Like, you and your partner will each have 6. And the game doesn't like flip out or anything like that. But the opponents will always have a team of 6 total. But this randomizer made it to where... That's actually a good ability for Pinsir to have. The randomizer, the old one, used to make it to where the double battles used to be, if you made it to where they had, unfortunately, have teams of 6, they would have team of 6. Both of them, regardless if it's a double battle. Just be glad that there weren't like three trainer battles, and triple battles, and rotation battles, and things of that nature. Because that's where shit really would hit the fan. But if that was the case in the previous video, oh, we would have been there for God knows how long. Which I do miss that with the older randomizers in a way. But I can see why they got rid of it, because especially with how like that battle was still technically very early on in the game, you don't really want to have a 12 Pokemon battle that early on. Could you imagine if we were playing Oras right now, running into Mega Rayquaza? I mean, still, he's kind of scary, but his moveset is because I'm a Fairy and Rock type. So, like, I'm not really worried. Yeah. Especially now that we have Moonblast, like, our DNC is infinitely better now. Still crazy we almost lost that in the previous episode. Okay, this man's just got all the freaking legendaries in the world. Got a Cobalion immediately afterwards. I think Cobalion is my favorite Swords of Justice. I just think Steel and Fighting is such a good typing. If you watch the Volt White Randomizer Master Mode, you will know why I feel so, highly with Cobalion. He was actually one of the mons that really, really came through for us in that series. I mean, this motherfucker really had 3 legendaries. What the hell? Did we get rid of freeze dry on you? We did not. I didn't get rid of it on Tyson, but Tyson, there's something about it that I just don't feel comfortable with him going in or staying in and doing it. So I'd rather just use Light of Ruin with the Dedenne. Bro is hacking a Rayquaza, Palkia, and a fucking Cobalion. That's crazy. Get this guy out of here. I'm telling you, the day that Light of Ruin doesn't kill with this Dedenne is going to be the day that this Dedenne dies. I'm not trying to put that into the universe because I really, really love Dedenne, but I'm telling you, the day that that Light of Ruin doesn't kill whatever is in front of the Dedenne, it's probably going. Which I'd be surprised if a stab base 140 power move doesn't kill. But base 140 stab super effective. Let me preface that more than anything else. So this isn't... No, this is the route I'm thinking of. But we need to have strength to go down. Should I do that and battle the other people? Because that's the nice thing about the strength boulders, is that as long as you push them into the craters, they'll stay. So I could just go grab someone random from the box, teach them strength, and then just basically make that area down below available to go through. Yo, this Deance's moveset is perfect for like everything we're fighting. And it doesn't matter the fact that they're high level 40s right now and making me really contemplate if I'm ready for the end game. I'm pretty sure I am. As long as my brain is thinking and not having moments like in the previous episode, leaving in a Deance against a Magnezone, we'll be fine. And we can take this run all the way to the end. I mean, we're going to do that regardless, but... Wait a second. That's not why I wanted to come back this way, actually. I was thinking about it for a second. I'm like, there's water spots on this route. And I know I haven't been like, going out of my way to really... Well, that's not true. I was going to say, I haven't been going out of my way to explore a whole lot, but... That's not true at all. I literally went to the Azure Bay. We're going to eat that. Barely. If he got a crit, that would have killed us, I think. Yeah, I think if he got a crit, he would have killed us there. We have 195 defense. And like 216 special defense. I think we said it in the previous video. If the randomizer is not messed up, then... Alright. Aww, I love Luna. Olympia's ace should be 58. If it is anything less, then either my math was wrong, or... I'm getting her ace mixed up with something else. But I don't think so. I think it is 48. Because it's normal, it's the Meowstic. Do we have repels? We do. We have 30 of them. Ew. Hails to the yeah. Okay, what do we got over here? Is it a TM? Another fossil. Dude, I might need to just have an episode where we go back and uncover all these fossils for encounters. It's just getting ridiculous at this point. Almost as ridiculous as these roller skates. That's the one thing about playing on Citra and mapping of the circle pad and the D-pad. It's the same controls, especially. It's mainly an issue just with this game, just because of the fact that the roller skates are a thing. I get it, you're testing out the circle pads, like, usage, but it still doesn't make it any less annoying. Especially when you're trying to go in one specific area. And the only way to really counteract that while playing with Citra is, or well, playing this game, I should say, is using the dowsing machine. I don't know, I had to reach into the depths of my brain to remember dowsing machine. Alright, Swallow and Florges. Florges, I don't even think I'm afraid of you, to be honest. I wasn't expecting that to kill. I mean, I went for it with the intention of killing, but I didn't expect it to actually one-shot. But I am 5 levels higher, so that makes sense. But yeah, it's kind of funny how many parallels there are to Generations Master Mode with this team. I wonder, maybe we'd have to try that someday. Like, we come back to Kalos, we do like a regular randomizer Nuzlocke, but the catch is, like, we do a regular randomizer. So how I like to do my randomizers, so adding the 20% level booster, things of that nature. But the challenge is we don't get to use the experience share at all. And just see what the difference is. Obviously, the randomizer is going to play a pretty big part in that. What we find early on will kind of influence if we're getting a lot of levels, no levels, anything like that. Because the fully evolved at 40 thing, that's something that I like to do all the time. And the only way that would change anything is if I either made the level booster more or not. But I think that'd be a good thing to try and do again, because we really haven't done much X and Y stuff on the channel. The only time we actually done something with X and Y prior to this was Generations Master Mode, which was 2.5 years ago. And even then, that wasn't necessarily different. It was different. It was a different type of playthrough. I can't even remember what we had. I think it was a love lock. It was a love lock something. That's all I remember from it, really. And that's basically kind of what we're doing right now, which a love lock is essentially what I built a single player Soul Link. It's basically what it is. But yeah, in Generations Master Mode, we're doing a love lock, elimination lock, master mode. So elimination lock means we just have the number of Pokemon that we have The Master Mode makes it a little bit more friendly with elimination locks because we are allowed to get free encounters. And I say free encounters, but we're allowed to get encounters and catch stuff. So if we are able to catch stuff, suddenly, if we only had 6 mons to run through the game with, now we have, I don't know, we could have 12. You know, things like that. But like, this is just a regular randomizer that just so happens to be an Egglocke, which I know I haven't really been hatching any of the eggs, and that's kind of the reason why I'm not really afraid of being like, okay, next video or first video of the next session we go and we hatch a bunch of eggs, because we do have a bunch of fossils in our bag. Like, it's kind of insane how many fossils we have. Alright, I don't know what's going on with all the legendaries, but we just had a Meloetta, and now we have a Tornadus. But we got that stab discharge because we got Protean. Alright, we're hitting 55 on pretty much everybody. Maybe we don't need to go down south. But where's the fun in that? I mean, we go down south, we got more items we can grab. Don't you want to fight? Hey, stop running. You do want to fight. Tamer Tristan, what do you got? Ariados? I would never tame a spider. That's something my sister would do growing up, but not me. And I'm not saying that because I'm afraid of spiders. I just don't care. The only time I get scared of spiders is if, like, they catch me off guard. Otherwise, like, if I see a spider, if there's a spider on my wall, I'm not really like, oh my god, I gotta kill it. That's not an insect that I freak out over like that. Now, if there's like a wasp, oh, all hell's breaking loose. Like, it's like I'm tearing things apart. All right, aerially. I didn't even think about the fact that I was swapping into Tyson for aerially. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna flamethrower this thing, but no. You raise a good point, Parasites. I should aerialate Hypervoice. And throw. I think a lighter rune can kill a throw. I think. I don't know what level he's gonna be. He's either gonna be like 46 or 47. But throw is fat. Very fat. Nah, we're doing it. I just want to see the amount of recoil we take. Dude, we take half recoil every time. That's the thing. That's the thing about Lighter Ruin. But it's such a good move, especially for Dedenne, because again, the best special fairy move it gets is Dazzling Gleam. I don't understand how it can't get Moonblast. And it bothers me. Bothers me so much. Alright. Cinccino. See, you'd be good if this was normal abilities and you had Skill Link. Or Technician, for that matter, because Tail Slap is super good. Metagross. Okay. And thank God this is the game before he gets a Mega Evolution. Thank goodness this is the game before. I need to check something. Does... Wait. Okay, never mind. I just got like concerned. No, I don't need items. I'm looking for this. I need to check Greninja because we don't have a Dark type move on him. He learns Night Flash at level 70. I ain't gonna lie, that's not good because we need like special moves because I'm pretty sure I made him timid. Did I make you timid-natured? I did make you timid-natured. So 117 attack, which is still more than our DNA special attack. 141 as well. Interesting. Okay, maybe it's not as bad as I thought. Maybe it's not as bad as I thought. This guy cracked at the gills special attack though. He's one of our higher special attackers on the team. Champions Stu and Nick. We got Sceptile and Quilba. Let's see. Well, Diamond Storm. I don't know if Diamond Storm kills a Crobat in one hit. Acrobatics. Alright, eat that up. Why would you... Wait, I just realized that. Goodra outsped a fucking Sceptile. Doesn't Sceptile have like 130 base speed or something like that? Okay, maybe it's not that high, but it shouldn't be getting outsped by a Goodra. I don't care if the Goodra is 4 levels higher than it or not. I know Goodra's speed is like base 80, something like that. Or learn Power Whip. You see, this is tricky because Power Whip is a good move. It's got base 120 power, but it's got that 85 accuracy. And if you remember back to our Volt White generations, or not, oh, well, I just about combined 2 different series there. If you go back to our Volt White randomized Master Mode, there was a point where we had a Superior. And this Superior was kind of an off and on team member. Why is everyone learning moves right now? But this Superior was like an on and off team member because it would come in, it would, you know, do decent, and then it would get killed because Superior is pretty fragile. And so, we're towards the end of the game. I don't know what just happened. We were towards the end of the game, and we were fighting... I don't think we were fighting our rival. I think we were fighting... I think we were fighting like a veteran trainer or something like that, and they happen to have a Hippowdon. Now, this Hippowdon hatched Sandstream, as like most Hippowdons do. So this Hippowdon didn't raise his evasion whatsoever. And we had this Superior on our team. And the thing is that we had our Superior with Power Whip. He had Power Whip, and he was pretty good. He actually didn't miss like any Power Whips for quite some time. But once we got into this battle with this guy with the Hippowdon, also, please, ignore the fact that my Citra is lagging. I have no idea what made it decide to just shit the bucket all of a sudden in the last like 2 minutes, but it's struggling for some reason. But point is, we had this superior, and it had a power whip, and I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. And it's like, we get to this Hippowdon, we miss. Okay, that's fine, 85 accuracy. And we hadn't missed one up to that point. Like, we didn't have a wide lens or anything on it. It was just keeping it. It was just doing the job that we needed it to do. And so I was like, all right, it's fine. We missed one. Then I think the next one we hit. No, we missed again. I'm like, oh my god, we're now we're gonna start missing. We then proceeded to miss. We went for 7 power whips in this battle. We missed 6 of them, with 5 of those being in a row. And again, this Hippowdon had Sand Stream, so it didn't have Sand Veil. It could have been holding a Bright Powder. Really could have. Did not go for Sand Attack or anything like that. So no accuracy, like no visible accuracy, like changes were there. I just missed the move 5 times in a row. And it got to the point where I'm like, all right, just kill my superior then. If you're gonna miss this many times in a row, like this is, it felt like I was making up for all of the times that I hit the move. It just was like, yeah, here, deal with all this. And it was probably the most stressed I was about missing moves I had been in a while. And think about it, like I've had situations where I've had to go against like +6 evasionness, -6 accuracy. Like I've had those situations before as a Pokemon player, yeah, especially when I was younger. So having those things happen, or having that turn of events happen the way it did then was absolutely god-awful. Much like my frame rate for Citra right now. I don't know why the littlest of things are making it want to lose its mind. Alright, we're going to battle you, and then that's going to be the last battle we do for this video, because we're pushing to that 30-minute mark right now. Tamer Scarlet, Dust Noir. Surely I healed, right? Yeah. And I know you don't have Destiny Bond. So I'm not really afraid of you. Hex? But yeah, my entire POV on Power Whip has changed drastically because of that one superior. And again, there's a chance that Hippowdon had a Bright Powder. It's entirely possible. I don't doubt it. But the fact that I missed that many Power Whips in a row, it's kind of suspicious. Either way, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the video here. If you did enjoy, make sure you hit that like button down below, because we greatly appreciate it. Subscribe if you enjoyed as well. You know, it tells me that you enjoyed at least this video, or maybe you enjoyed, you know, what it is I do. We got a whole bunch of other stuff going on right now. We're doing a Pokemon Generations Master Mode, which is basically a challenge where I gotta play through every single Pokemon generation with challenges, and it makes the games really, really hard. Right now, we are currently doing Scarlet and Violet because this series actually has started years ago, but now we finally caught up to Scarlet and Violet. We're also doing a Super Mario Wonder Let's Play right now, where we're at World 6. If either of those pique your interest, I would highly recommend subscribing and checking those out. Also, checking out the community Discord that is linked at the top of the description. Go ahead and check that out as well. I'm talking way too fast. Either way, I'll see you guys for the next video.